Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is lovely to see you. My name is May and today we are going to get straight to the point. How far do I have to travel when I cruise my boat?
Many boaters that work in one area, like me, often have a permanent mooring. These moorings can be marinas, on private property or along the towpath. Moorings can be tricky to find and at least 3 to 4 grand per year depending on your boat size, so I have opted to continuously cruise whilst also maintaining a job. Sometimes you don't have to move on every 2 weeks as a continuous cruiser, but you'll have to watch to the end to find out how. Wink wink.
I am a continuous cruiser, which means I have to move on every 2 weeks, regardless of the fact that I have to also get to work in the morning. This means that every time I move my boat, I also then have to walk back and get my car. Sometimes I have to do 3 to 4 to 5 different locks before I can get to the next place that my car can be safely parked. But like today, I only have to go a mile.
Alright, just finished work, still in my work clothes, think I probably should get changed. I'm going to turn the engine on, get her going and then head off, move the boat. Oh, it's turned into a stunning afternoon, woohoo! Yay! Hey! Just a quick one, I run an online rest, restore and reconnect yoga class directly from this narrowboat. But seriously, this isn't your typical yoga class. Look, you can barely exercise in here. This is a very small space. We start the class with a friendly cup of tea, we do some really simple stretches, and I offer mindfulness tools to help you combat stress, loneliness, and you'll learn something that you can take off the mat into your life and face life's challenges with the things that you learn here. Visit tinyhomeyoga.co.uk and book your first free class. One thing to be aware of is that the Canal and River Trust do track your movements. I was told that if they notice that you haven't travelled 20 miles in one direction within a year, they may get in touch. Just thinking, if there was a boat behind me right now, I'd be screwed. But you kind of just have to accept that sometimes you're going to hit stuff if you do this on your own. Alright baby, come on, this way. I know the wind is saying other things, but me and you, we're going forward, not backwards. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go, 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 go! Off we go! Down to the next bit where I can moor, because it's a grey area. Who actually knows how far you have to move as a continuous cruiser? I actually rang up CRT back in Deer when I first started this adventure, and I asked them, how far do I have to move? Do you know what they said? Don't know. So ultimately, you just got to not take the piss, I think is the rule. If you are doing it like I'm doing it, and you got to work and you're in the same area pretty much the whole time, then yeah, be good, don't overstay, make friends with CRT. Might do some volunteering with them actually soon, I think that would be nice. Oh, it's windy, I don't like windy days, moving the boat on my own. Within 1 year, I estimate that I travel approximately 47 miles in one direction. If I travelled 7 hours a day, this would take me roughly 3 days, 5 hours and 36 minutes. But that's not what I do. I move and stop and move and stop, and I do this every 2 weeks. There's a mooring spot right there. I can see some metal things. So I'm gonna moor there. God, I don't want to drop my phone in the water. Oh, I flipped it. Okay, my first landing went a bit badly then. Come on, baby. In you come. That's it, good girl. There are certain circumstances where you have to stay longer. So for example, pregnancy and that you're soon to be giving birth, so you could let CRT know and then you can stay there longer. If you're really sick, got COVID or something, you can stay longer. If there's something wrong with your engine, you can stay longer. There are exceptions. So you don't always have to move on 2 weeks if you're in a pickle. So this is me now for the next 2 weeks. I've moved about a mile, so that should be enough to not take the mick. I'm still close enough to walk back to my car, which is great, so I don't actually have to move the car this time. But my next journey, in the next 2 weeks, I will be moving probably 3 locks, total of 4 miles. So it varies every time. A huge thank you to all the amazing people who keep this channel alive through your coffees. That's you, Bobby, Andy, Cora, Phil, David, Kevin, Andrew, Auntie T, Tim, Norbert, and anyone else who I haven't mentioned will get a thank you in the next one. So much love to you all and have a beautiful week.